Going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me Up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Beat beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence, flush to his right. James has got it, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Look at me, zipper. Five.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Lawrence. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Lions.
On the set. Three down. Snap.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it. Inside the 10 to the 7.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. First and goal, Detroit.
Here we go! 90 Wolf! Paul! General West! Check 31!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of... A couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Echo.
Alert 3.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Mike 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Mike's 50.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 2. That one complete to Hill. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker on for the...
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
We got 3. We go. We got 3. Hey! Motion, motion, motion.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. They'll try and run it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence caught by Wilson. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go, go.
From the gun, Lawrence under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You got 3 down.
2nd and 6. He completes it to Wilson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Squeeze. What twist? What? 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. He's tired of winning. No! Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Clear.
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go now. 50, play. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike 50.
Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Protein spill.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get it.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
91. Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Let him know. Kill. SOS.
Hey, Echo.
SOS. Check it back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Deshaun Hand in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on, now. Safe.
General West.
Quick. Watch the eye.
Sponge, you're out.
No. Check.
Rocket.
Check 13.
Ready?
They run with Breida, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 26. X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Shoot.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
To throw on second down. Lawrence into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Go now. 15-9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Ready. 50, plant. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, Delta. Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, check. Mike 50. Tackles. Greystone travel. Watch the safety creep. This move. 50's the mark. Lead dribble.
On play action, they'll throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
70.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
They'll try and run for it with Johnson, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Second down and inches. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football and they need to come up with something. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Go. Let's put that team on the bus.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Yeah. Tupper! Yep. I got it. Hey, Charlie. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 3 down. Five.
From the gun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll give to the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Hey, Haywood. Hey. I got one. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Check nickel.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
On the ball.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, team six.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Set 90 Wolf. Why? Get recon, 132 fighter. Bang. Hey, zoom.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Get him!
5.
Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check three.
General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
Check.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Echo.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down inside the 15 he goes.